Let's get Ephesians.
This is Ephesians 2:11. Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh,
Being in time past Gentiles in the flesh,
who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision.
right? The circumcision is talking about the Jews that know they Jews. You being called uncircumcision because you acting like the other nations, right?
By the which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands.
Right, because you said if you acting like a Greek, Ephesus is a Greek land. If you acting like a Greek, so you're not getting circumcised in the flesh. Go ahead.
That at that time ye were without YAHAWASHI, being aliens from the Commonwealth of.
Now, he must be talking about men that came back to the Lord. He said at that time, you was without YAHAWASHI. Being what?
Being aliens.
Being aliens, being foreigners. Go ahead.
From the Commonwealth of Israel.
From the Commonwealth. Meaning that's where you belong. But you're alien to it. You got it. Your Commonwealth, somebody get Commonwealth with this. Yeah, you got citizenship, but you being an alien to it. Because you acting like the Greeks. So what he's saying is you at that time you was without YAHAWASHI, being aliens from the Commonwealth of Israel. Meaning that's where you belong, but the circumcision is calling you an alien. The Israelites that knew they was Israelites, they had their heritage, customs, traditions, everything. They was calling you an Israelite that lost your heritage, customs, and traditions. They're calling you uncircumcised. They're calling you an alien. Got it? Go ahead, bro.
The Greek word is politeia, and it means the administration of civil affairs, a state or commonwealth, citizenship, the rights of a citizen.
You had the rights of the citizen, but you was an alien to it because you lost your nationality. You lost your heritage. Go ahead.
And strangers from the covenants of promise.
You were strangers to it because you lost it. Like generations after generations, you lost it. Like damn, I didn't remember. I forgot that because your forefathers didn't teach you. But the Jews, they know about the covenant. Go ahead.
From the covenants of promise, having no hope and without the Most High in the world.
You having no hope, meaning you have no expectation of the covenant, as the Israelites do, as we do now, because we're back.
That's right.
Go ahead.
But now in Hamashiach Yahawashi, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Yahawashi.
Now you cleansed, man. Now you have a chance to get back. You have a chance to be grafted in. Grafted back in again. Right. Or grafted in again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
For he is our peace, who have made both one, and have broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Right, because he would have just cut you off. What was Paul doing? He was killing Israelites. So what did the Lord come to tell Paul? Paul, why do you persecute me? Because I came to let Israel have a chance to come back. Them Israelites that lost their heritage, they have a chance to come back. Because the Spirit bears witness with their spirit that they are the children of the Most High. That's right. But
having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments contained in ordinances, for to make in himself of one new man.
Right, because you're going to have enmity with Israelites that lost their heritage. You're going to call them a heathen. They're basically considered heathens. But YAHAWASHI broke down that wall. Because what was the law? What was the law? If you start worshiping other gods, you get put to death. And Paul was doing that. And Paul was doing it. He was putting Israelites to death because that's part of the law. He was like, oh, that's that wall. You worshiping this other god. The law, and he knew they was Israelites. Even though they was dressing like Greeks. They was dressing like Greeks in the other nations. Speaking Greek and all that. Worshiping, dressing like them, acting like them. Go ahead.
So making peace, and that he might reconcile both unto the Most High in one body by the cross, having slain the enmity thereby, and came and preached peace to you which were afar off, and to them that were nigh.
Now you got peace. Because before that, you had a sword coming for you, right? Because, like I said, the law was you get put to death for worshiping another God. But now the Most High, now YAHAWASHI came so you have peace with you that was afar off. Now you broke down that wall, that separation. Now you able to come back in and get grafted in. What's that, Romans 11? Not Romans 11. Is it Romans 11? We ain't got to get it. Go ahead, bro.
For through him we both have access by one Spirit unto the Father.
By him we both have access by one Spirit to the Father. Go ahead.
Now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of the Most High,
Right.
and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahawashi HaMashiach himself being the chief cornerstone, in whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord, in whom ye also are builded together for an habitation of the Most High through the Spirit.
Right. Habitation of the Most High through the Spirit. So when Paul was talking about Gentiles coming in to the Lord, he's talking about Israelites. He's talking about Jews. He's talking about Israelites. He's not talking about these other nations. These other nations don't. If the Lord died for Israel, and then you got these other nations talking about my Savior, and we prove that he only died for Israel, where's your Savior? Where's your other guy? Where's the other guy at? Because if we just prove YAHAWASHI is not that guy for you, you gotta come with another guy that saved you supposedly. You know what I mean? Yeah. And there's no other guy. It's only one. It's YAHAWASHI, and he only died for Israel.
That's right. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Right. World without, we should not be ashamed nor confounded. Israel gonna be saved.
Hey, it doesn't mention anything about Israel's gonna be saved and a handful of Moabites and Ammonites, man.
Right.
You know? So if the scripture is written back in Isaiah, you go to the New Testament, talking about the other Gentiles, and that's a contradiction in the scriptures, man. Which is not. But you just don't have the understanding. And you know, you got to understand among Israel, our people back in the ancient world, they had a thing of casting out people. Like, we had wicked ass people that was part of the nation of Israel. Israel would cast them out, man. You'll be casted out of the land, man.
Right.
And then you'll go, let's say they cast you out of the land, and say you start living a bunch of months of Hittites. Over generations, you start picking up them customs, man. You start following their ways. Even though you might still know that you're an Israelite, but that's just what happened, man. That's why the Most High had to disperse the nation of Israel. And in order for the Gentiles to be grafted back in. It was all set up in prophecy, man. That's why Israel had to fall away from it.
That's what dudes keep talking about, how why we bring up slavery. You know, why we talk about slavery, because we still are in slavery. We're still in slavery. Just because we ain't got chains and yokes of iron on our neck, you can look at the vast majority of our people. The vast majority of our people is walking around with the customs of the standard morality from the white man. Shaving off their beard clean is right in their eyes because the white man said it is. Oh, this is professional. This is how you gotta look to be professional.
That's the American thing.
Dudes at work can tell you, how long you gonna keep that on your face?
Man,
how long you ain't gonna have no hair on your face?
Right.
You a grown ass man. But they intimidated by it.
And then you got Jake. You have some Jake got razor bumps from here to high heaven. Man, they'll still be shaving that shit.
That shit's weird.
Like maybe the bumps are trying to tell you something, man.
Right.
Stop doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just grow it, man.
I know that shit hurt, man.
Man, that shit. I used to back in the day, way back in that shit hurt, man. You get ingrown hair and
Yeah.
But then you keep razing over it, and you'll like cut the ingrown hair and shit with your bump. Shit start bleeding.
Yeah,
Then your neck look like a damn the back of a nested Pierce bar, man.
That shit hurt, man.
Shit is ridiculous, man. Because you trying to look like the white man. Fuck the white man. And fuck this society, because you go to slave, you got your beard, and motherfuckers want to say something. Like, yeah, I'm a man, you a man, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you? What is the big deal?
Hey,
you grow your beard.
You got these dudes, like they'll grow a beard because now a beard is kind of like fashionable. They'll have like the 5 o'clock shadow with the super duper like fucking 50 cent little designs in it and shit for the girlies, man.
Yeah, for the bitches.
They ain't doing it because they want to genuinely grow a beard. They do it because they want to look like a playboy for these hoes out here, man.
It's the fad. It's the fad. It's the lumberjack fad. It's the lumberjack. They call it lumberjack sexual. I saw that shit on the news.
What?
Lumberjack. Yeah, where you get the you got the rough look, where you, like you said, you got the little short beard.
Oh, lumberjack.
Going
Like
all up in here, and then you start wearing different. They create these fucking fads, man. And these niggas, and these people are manufactured, right? They watch the TV like, what? Bitches like that now? Okay, for sure, I'm gonna do that. These niggas' whole wardrobe changed.
Yep.
For some raggedy ass bitch that had already had multiple dicks in it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How much less of a man that you gotta be doing that shit?
Hey, to show you how simple these niggas are, right? I remember when I first came in the troop, I started growing a beard. First thing niggas say, oh, you got that Rick Ross growing. You got that Rick Ross. What the hell are you talking about, nigga? Rick Ross is the only nigga that ever have a beard, but that's all they know because TV. Like, that's their measuring stick for everything. It's TV. Oh, you got that Rick Ross going. I was like, what? I'm like, man, you tripping, bro.
Like Rick Ross, the only person that had a beard in life.
Yeah.
Hey, what about Freeway? Like, everybody forget about Freeway.
Yeah, Freeway. Yeah, shit.
There go James Harden.
Yeah.
Now James Harden.
That's all I hear now. You look like James Harden. I'm like, all right, man.
Or they be like, why don't you edge it up? You know, why don't you get like clean edge up? I don't want to. It's my fucking beard.
Yeah, what the fuck? How you gonna tell me what the fuck to do with my face?
You know, it look more better.
You don't see me. I ain't saying nothing to you. You do your thing, man.
What the fuck in your head? I ain't telling you, girl. You need a better weave. You need to, you know. That weave ain't doing the job, girl. You need to go natural. She'll get mad at you though. Yo, it's my hair. I brought it. It's mine. But she'll tell you, why you got all that hair on your face?
Right? Yeah. Well, hey, I had a woman tell me that. You got too much hair on your face. You have too many dicks in you. I mean, it's nothing. You can't. Well, what am I supposed to be like? Oh, you don't like it? Let me cut it off for you.
Hey, but you know what the cool part about it? Say if you do get a woman, she tell you that you need to cut your beard. And what you do is she'll be like, you know what? I ain't gonna fuck with you no more. Yeah.
Because you bow down to these women.
Yeah, you bow down. She's like, I'll comprehend that quick. I'm on to the next challenge and shit. All right.
That's what it is, man. Like this society, man, asking you about your.
Hey, what was that? Terry Crew, he think he can grow his hair, but he said his wife don't want him to have hair in his head, so that's why he keeps his head bald. His wife don't want him to have hair in his head.
Wow. My wife, I gotta do what my wife say. I heard a nigga say, the wife is happy, a happy wife, a happy life. If that's the case, then I ain't fucking with it. You that's slavery, man. That is fucking slavery.
Slave to your woman?
Slave to your woman. You getting told you to do that. Take out the trash. I'll do it when I get ready to. You see, let me finish what I'm doing. Shit, man. You gotta be slave to your woman. Do this, I need you to do that, do that, I don't like that, cut that off, do this, do that. Hey, fuck that, man. You gotta have some, put your foot down. These women don't run you. Why? Why? Cause she got a pussy? She got something between her legs that's warm?
They think that's the only pussy in the world.
Right.
There's other pussies.
I remember the brother.
They get the job done, you know.
The brother said that last week, and there was some women walking by. She basically had that. She had that, you know, get another one.
Right.
Y'all dime a dozen. She was like, you know, they can't imagine a man saying that shit about women because a woman, she thinks that because what she got between her legs and how she make you feel in that moment, that she can control you. And like it's like with the scriptures. It's like she get mad because you come out here every Saturday, or they'll get mad you come out here reading the scriptures and all that because the Most High have more power over us than them, and they never experienced that. They never experienced that. They always have a man that come after them and that's telling them what they want to hear. We're not gonna tell you what you want to hear. We're gonna tell you the truth, and if you can deal with it, you can deal with it. If not, it's death. It's a good dime a dozen.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. 32. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried, carry for the things that belong to the Lord. how he may please the Lord. But he that is married carry for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
That's why we understand when the guy walks down the street and he sees and he stops, then this woman pulls on him. And he's trying to stop, he's trying to fight it, but he know he gonna get in trouble. So he just go, okay, fuck it. She pulling him. Right. He know he gonna get in trouble. I don't want she gonna get in trouble with my wife. Right. I ain't gonna see my kids. Well, fuck it. If she doing that shit, then fuck her and the white man, cause she gonna use the white man on you. Let the white man raise the kids. It's only for a short time.
When you come of age, you're supposed to not be thinking about you gonna get in trouble and shit. You supposed to be getting in trouble when you in high school and shit. Then you gonna get in trouble. How you gonna be a grown man and go home and talk about you getting in trouble? How the fuck you going home and getting in trouble, man?
I left my mama house already. I'm fucking supposed to come to. I gotta listen to my mama, and then I become a grown man. I move, and then I get a woman. Now you my mama. I'm scared of you now. Get the fuck out of here.
This is 1 Corinthians 11:1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of YAHAWASHI. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I have delivered them to you. Here's an ordinance that Paul's going to drop. But I will have you know that the head of every man is YAHAWASHI, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of YAHAWASHI is the Most High. The point is, the head of the woman is not over the man, man. So if you get you a woman and you let her be in that head spot in the relationship, you're doomed to fail, man. And you definitely can't be in the truth if that's how you got your relationship. It's simple, man. You better be the head of that house, man. It better be what you say, though. Now that don't mean everything your woman say you just tell her to shut the hell up. But ultimately, you the head of that, man. Yeah. You know? She ain't gonna tell you need to cut your beard off. You got a woman like that, you need to 86 her, man. Look, I say that you got a woman like that, you better check her ass. If she don't fall in line, get rid of her, man.
Yeah, it's no time. It's no time to be dealing with that, man. It's no time to be dealing with
compromising
to have to deal with that, especially if it's a compromise where it's against the Most High.
Yeah, you can't be dealing with a woman that weren't paying in the house.
Yeah, we ain't talking about compromising on what movie we gonna see at the theater.
Yeah, I know, right?
We ain't talking about that. We talking about something that's going against the Most High.
Yeah, so she tell you, look, Saturday, you got to at least take 2 Saturdays out for me a month. 2 and 2, that's fair, right? 50-50. Most I get half, I get half. Like, to the no, you gotta go, baby. I'm sorry. You gotta step. Hey, you gotta hit with the old mark. Step. You got to bounce, man.
Hey, because you get 6 days out of the week. Talking about.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Better go somewhere on Sunday.
Yeah, right. Hey, well, this Sunday you ain't getting it.
It ain't
going down like that. So next week,
Well, this is Sirach 25 and 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach.
Hey, that's why we tell brothers, you got a woman, you ain't got no job, man. You better get a job, man. That's what that scripture means. Her maintaining you is like, if she's the one working, you just sitting at home all day, got the house smelling like corn chips and shit.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing. Just sitting at home all day and shit.
Playing
PlayStation and shit. And doing nothing, man. She gonna get tired of that shit after a while. She gonna get tired of paying all the bills and you ain't doing nothing and shit.
It's like raising a kid.
You know? It just don't fly, man. You read from the top again?
Sirach 25 and 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach.
Right. Every time she come in the house, she got something to say. You still ain't found no job yet, nigga? Yeah. Look, this shit getting old. You need to do something. I need to bad by my goddamn self. It's because I'm pulling that Tyler Perry lines on you and shit. You know? I ain't got time for that. You're supposed to be a man. You know? I can't do this on my own. You need to step up to the plate. Hey, and all you're going to have is constant tension in your house, man. Every time you walk in the house, you're going to be talking shit to you, man. You're going to be arguing, you're going to be fighting.
What that does to the finish. At O'Reilly Auto Parts, you'll find a tremendous selection of washes, waxes, cleaners, wipes, towels,
Verse 23. A wicked woman abated the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Right, and you have a lot of women like that. Once the man start doing bad, it's time for her to kick rocks, man. She's gonna be like, you know what, I can't deal with this shit, you know. It's been long enough, and she's gonna bounce on you, man. You know?
of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Right, going back to the beginning of sin. What made man? That's one of the main things that make you fall out of this truth. That's one of them is the woman, man. And another thing is the Most High just said He ain't dealing with you, man. But one of the main hurdles a lot of brothers can't get over is they fucking woman, man. They don't want to lose their family, man. That's the pill that they can't swallow, man. Oh, I'm gonna lose my family. Like we had a dude back when he first came into this thing. He got offended because the brother told him, look, if you gotta get on child support, get on child support. And he fucking flipped it and made it be this big old thing, saying some shit the brother didn't say, but he was only applying the scriptures, man.
I said it could happen.
Right.
I said that's what can happen. We already got testimony from the elders. The experience. It could happen, man.
I just read the scriptures in Corinthians. Telling you that a man that's basically in this world, he cared for the things of his wife, how to please his wife. And he fell right into the example of that scripture, man. You know? When you read that scripture, it should have been a picture of his face right there, man. He didn't want to leave his family. And little do we don't know, but she probably left his ass anyway, man. Most High probably put the spirit on her to make her leave that fool, man.
Now you ain't got no leverage, man. Because now the Most High was going to watch out for you because you stood upon, you know, you stood, you know, your ground. Oh no, this is what it is.
But at the end of the day, he didn't really trust in what the scriptures said. He basically like, I don't know that. You know what? I don't know about all that type of shit.
But your scriptures say how what man that's going to build a house doesn't, you know,
count the cost.
Count the cost.
See if he has sufficient to finish.
When we was watching the videos, when you first come into the truth, you're hearing testimonies of the Lord. You're hearing testimonies from men of the Lord, the elders, telling you that been in the truth 20, 25, 30 years. You're hearing the testimonies of how you're going to get treated with your woman, your family, and people, you know, in your everyday life.
But you even got examples in the scriptures. Look at Job.
Right.
Now, when it was him and his wife, they had money, they was doing good. But when they started catching hell, what she said? Curse the Most High and die, man. Exactly. And you know she probably said more than that. That's what the scriptures put in there. So it's probably on his head, man.
So if Job wasn't a righteous man, he would have said, you know what, girl, you know what, let me do that, man. This shit is fucked up. He would have did it. But the Most High, as the scriptures say, he ain't gonna put too much on you that you can't handle. He knows how much you can handle. Job was able to handle that. Yep. Now another brother might not be able to handle that. The Most High know what a brother be able to handle. But if you are part of the elect, the Most High is not gonna put you in that predicament. He's not gonna put much weight. He's not gonna put. God damn. He's not gonna put too much on you, but then you cursing the Most High.
Hey, but Job had the perfect cut for it. He said, "What? Shall we receive only good from the Most High and not evil?" That's how it works. That's why the scriptures tell you about you gotta abound and be abased. Sometimes the Most High might have you riding the gravy train. Sometimes you gonna snatch the wheels off, man. You're gonna be doing bad, man. The Most High still gonna be with you, though. You know, so he's gonna give you a way to get out of that. But you gotta continue to have that faith. You gotta have integrity at the end of the day, man. Even if you got a woman and she leave you, you gotta move back home with your mama for a spell, man. You still gotta have faith, man. Most High he might raise you out of that, give you something even better, man. He might even give you a better woman, man.
Like the scriptures say, with such sacrifices, the Most High is well pleased. You know? That's a sacrifice for you to give up your woman for this thing.
Hey, the Lord said, let him not come and follow me, take up his cross and deny himself. You know? A lot of guys, they don't even begin to pick up the cross. So they already see like, damn, I won't be able to have it. I won't be able to do this, I won't be able to have that. Hey, fuck that, man. I can't get down with that.
I know my wife too long. I've been with her for 7, 8 years, 10 years. Nah, she ain't gonna lie. I know she ain't gonna lie. Because sometimes you look at your family, you know, you got cousins and shit, and you know, you got wife, 3 kids, 2 kids, and you be thinking like, nah, he ain't gonna. You'll talk to him about certain things, but you know he ain't gonna be able to do what we do every Saturday, because you know his wife ain't gonna like that. All right, you already know. You be like, nah, he can't do that, because you already know how he act. Yeah. You know, my family, my wife. You know what I mean? So it's like he ain't gonna be able to do what we do. You gotta have this. I mean, the spirit gotta be on you to be like, man, I'm gonna do what I want to do, or do what the Lord, do what the Lord tell me to do.
Hey, if you got a woman and she like, nah, I ain't with that, then she wasn't for you, man. But then if you tell her like, look, I'm going out Saturday, hey, Ain't gonna be no more pork in this house. And if she abide by you, then hey, do out with her then, man. You know, that's a blessing. You can see if she really for you or not. I wouldn't want no chick if she's not for me and shit.
Right. You gotta come home and then you gotta deal with a dragon every night.
Yeah,
come in the house like, what the fuck is this? Did I tell you no pork in the house?
Yeah.
Well, I like pork.
I like shrimp.
And that's your house. It's like
shrimp and shit.
Yeah, once it get to that point, it's like, nah, you can't deal with that. I mean, well, it takes time when you first come into the truth. If you're a young man coming to the truth, it takes time for you to, you build up that attitude, build up your faith. To be like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with that. Hey, what is it gonna be? You don't like it? Okay, with that step. That's what it is. Because at this point in time, you have to have that attitude. Because your woman is not going to save you. Your kids is not going to save you. That's like your kids and your woman want you to stay home from work all the time. But who's going to pay the bills if I don't go to work? You know what I mean? It's the same thing. If I don't worship the Most High and do what He tell me to do, who's going to save us when the hell comes? It's definitely not going to be you. It's definitely not going to be the white man. It's definitely not going to be FEMA. It's definitely not going to be my kids. You gotta listen to the Creator, man.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Hey, and that still happens now. You got a lot of dudes that's in jail for the rest of their life over women. That's 6 feet in the grave right now over women. All that, man. You gotta watch these women, man. Hey, wine is wicked, women is wicked. And the king is wicked, man. But that woman, she got a special wickedness in her, man. King Solomon said, out of 1,000 men, he found one righteous, man. And out of a woman, he found none, man. The goose egg, man.
Hey, and they say, don't give a wicked woman a gather or buy. Don't be letting her talk to other dudes and shit on her phone and shit.
Go out, girls' night out? Nah.
Don't be letting her do that shit because she gonna end up going off and shit, man. So cut that shit short right there. As soon as you get to know her and shit, all right, I want you to talk to this dude, that dude. Cut all that shit.
Like so-called friends you had in the world that's dudes, nah, it ain't happening. You ain't talking to them dudes. If you want to talk to them, you ain't being with me. If you don't like it, kick rocks, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, she shouldn't have no title of, that's my woman. If she doing stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that ain't your woman. You just,
Hey, we like us, we royalty. So when you got the kings calling, when you got a woman and the kings is saying that that's my woman, that's a good title that we giving you. You know what I mean? Especially one of us. That's an honor. You know what I mean? That's an honor if your woman is with you and you say that's my woman. You better take some pride in that.
Hell yeah.
That's a good title from one of us.
Oh shit! Hey, no, I was gonna say the Most High didn't create women to hate them and shit. They're just going off, just like man and shit, But because I say that because you got the majority of women are wicked, but you had righteous women too. You had Deborah, you had Susanna, Mary, Sarah, Judith. You had righteous examples. That's Rebecca. Those are and mentioned a prophetess, in the book of Luke when the Lord was born.
Yeah. She was from the tribe of Asher.
Yeah. You had righteous women. You know what I'm saying? Elizabeth, John's mother, right?
John's mother, yeah.
So you have righteous women. If you're a woman, those are your examples, man. Just like we got, YAHAWASHI. I mean, you got to follow that example too. But, on a manly, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
But
all you can do at this point, if you got a woman,